Hi, everybody. It's Matt Anthony, the founder and president of the Head for the Cure Foundation, with a special welcome to all our friends in Columbia and throughout Mid-Mo to this, our 11th annual Head for the Cure Mid-Mo. Hard to believe that it started in downtown Columbia 11 years ago. Here we are today, unfortunately not convening at Stevens Lake Park, one of our most beautiful settings for our 5K and our program to follow. We're doing it on video this year. But nonetheless, the inspiration, the support for brain tumor patients matters this year more than ever. So I want to thank all of the people in Mid-Mo who have supported us over the years and especially this year. Of course, our partnership with Ellis Fischel Cancer Center, Dr. Scott Latofsky and all of his colleagues. Thank you, Scott. Thanks to the team for all you do for brain tumor patients and for Head for the Cure. Thank you to Tina Weaver-Shoup and her husband, Troy, in support of Tina's first husband, Mark. Over the years, they have been amazing in bringing enthusiasm and energy and generosity to Head for the Cure throughout Mid-Mo. Tina, I can see your smile. Thanks so much for all you do. Of course, Chip and Jane Cooper, my friends in Columbia for so many years, have been such a great part of supporting Head for the Cure and all we do in the area. And of course, Tom Sadowski, his wife, Jatha. Tom, our board member. Tom, a 20-year GBM survivor. Tom, a counselor to so many people who are facing a similar diagnosis. Every day, he supports the brain tumor community throughout Mid-Mo and really around the country and supports everything we do at Head for the Cure as a board member. So thanks to you guys. And here we are this year with a great program. It's all on video. We're not in person. The pandemic has caused challenges, including those for Head for the Cure. But what we do matters more than ever. This is our 25th event of the year. It's been amazing. We've done virtual events from Seattle to New York City. And we're landing now in Mid-Mo for event number 11. So we're not in the park together, but I hope that you all can run around the lake, run around the park, run around your neighborhood, run down your driveway, run on the treadmill. Whatever you do, know that your thoughts, your energy, your generosity supports people fighting brain tumor disease, supports their caregivers, supports their supporters, and brings energy and hope forward, which is a big part of what we do at Head for the Cure. So the funding supports clinical research and programs. Your energy supports hope and joy, and that's what Head for the Cure is about. So thank you again this year and every year. We hope to see you in person back at Stevens Lake Park in 2021. I believe we will. And in the meantime, keep following us. Keep sharing on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Keep following us on headforthecure.org. And know that all you do in the Mid-Mo area and around the country supports Head for the Cure. So enjoy this great fall day, be safe, and know that we're all working together to defeat brain tumors step by step. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Cheers.
Good morning and welcome to the 11th annual Head for the Cure 5K Mid-Missouri. I'm Jenna Heilman, Executive Director, and we are so thrilled to bring this event to you virtually today. Even through this pandemic, what's been so amazing is to see all of the love and support that you all continue to give to the brain tumor community through Head for the Cure. So thank you so much for all that you've done this year as we continue to build the support around everyone who has ever been faced by this disease. And what's great about this virtual platform is that we can continue to keep registrations open even after this event. So if you're watching this and you think, oh my goodness, I forgot to register, or I want to get that super comfy, soft 2020 commemorative purple shirt and that awesome finisher medal, there's still time to do so. Registration will remain open through tomorrow. That's Monday, October 26th. And donations will continue to stay open for the next several weeks. So there's still so many opportunities for you all to support in whatever way is possible for you. Head for the Cure really exists for three main reasons. The first is to build awareness around this elusive disease. The second is to raise funds to support that important clinical research and patient programs so desperately needed. And the third, and what we're doing here today, is igniting hope who have all been impacted by a brain tumor diagnosis. By sharing your stories, by posting your pictures, and by simply showing up today, you all are helping ignite that hope which is so desperately needed for everyone right now, but especially for those who have been impacted by a brain tumor, whether as a patient themselves, as a caregiver, as a supporter or clinician. We could all use a little hope in this isolating time. So thank you for helping us do that today. We are so thrilled to have another fantastic year of support through our national sponsors. VMLY&R is an international marketing agency that has literally helped fuel the fight for Head for the Cure since the very first race 18 years ago. They literally have been by our side every step of the way. Harry Campbell and his Get Real program has generated more than $440,000 in donations back to Head for the Cure. Harry does this through his speaking engagement and book sales in honor of his wife, Chris, who is a brain cancer survivor. 100% of those sales and fees come right back to Head for the Cure. His latest engagement, Get Real Mindset, truly challenges us to look at ourselves individually to see if we're being the most effective people possible, even during these most turbulent times. So check out more about Harry Campbell today. Novacure, who's been a supporter of Head for the Cure since 2015. Their Optune device is one of the only devices that is used to treat glioblastoma patients, and they do so in a patient-forward approach. So learn more about their Optune device today. And of course, thanks to Gary and the team at Weather 2020 for helping provide accurate long-term forecasts so that you can pick the best possible day to do your own 5K.
We also could not do this without the amazing support of our local sponsors. Our silver sponsor is Kilgore's Medical Pharmacy. They strive for superior customer service, affordable health care, and to fill every order with accuracy, speed, honesty, and integrity. Kilgore's Medical Pharmacy believes in doing the right thing and making decisions based on supporting our customers and their employees. And also our bronze sponsor, Henderson Implement and Outdoor Power Company. They strive to support the farm community through the sale of new and used equipment and to back the sale with parts and efficient service. Thank you so much to Kilgore's Medical Pharmacy and Henderson Implement and Outdoor Power Company. You continue to support each year, and we can't thank you enough.
And we're so excited to continue our phenomenal partnership with the entire team at the MU Ellis Fischel Cancer Center. The MU Healthcare's Ellis Fischel Cancer Center has one main goal, and that is to provide the latest cancer treatments and improve the quality of life for the thousands of people that they serve each and every year. We also want to give a huge shout out to the team at Ellis Fischel Cancer Center for their tremendous support, not only of Head for the Cure, but the patients that they see and serve each and every day. Okay, so now is the time for our 5K, and we are featuring a true 5K that is run and walked by some of our participants. And you'll get to hear some of the stories from our survivors, our team captains and supporters that really help bring the community together even during this isolating time. And now is the time for you all to post your own photos of you doing your own 5K at home, whether that's walking the dog, whether that's mowing the yard, any type of physical activity. Make sure that you're taking that selfie and you're posting it to social media and tagging Head for the Cure on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And you'll want to make sure to stick around after the 5K itself, because we are going to be coming back to do our extremely special program as we celebrate our survivors, showcase our Keeping the Faith recognitions, our legacy of love for our caregivers, and of course, remembering those that we've lost with our celebration of life. You won't want to miss it. So make sure you're coming back, and we'll see you after the 5K.
Hello, my name is Paige Lampy, and I am a participant in Head for the Cure's 5K. I do want to preface this by saying I am an absolute terrible runner, but as soon as I heard that this charity was putting on a 5K, I strapped on my running shoes and got right back out there. Brain cancer and brain cancer awareness are something that I'm very passionate about. When I was 17, about a senior in high school, I unfortunately lost my dad to a glioblastoma, which is a type of brain cancer. I felt that through that experience, it really ignited a flame of passion within me to use my voice, to use my platform and community, and creating that type of awareness and starting that hard discussion on where are we getting these funds, who can we donate to, and what type of charities are really making a difference. And Head for the Cure is definitely one that I feel very passionate about. I feel that they truly use their power in creating these opportunities for research and creating these awareness for families and really having these resources that I feel are a true commodity to families going through something very, very similar. So if there's anything that I've learned in my experience, it's that I would love to be as supportive as my community was for my family. And I think that Head for the Cure is just a great charity for me to devote my time and my energy to. So I'm really excited for this 5K, and I'm excited for a chance to share my story. Running for Team Mark, Head for the Cure, Mid-Missouri. Our team is out here going to be doing a 1-mile relay. They will be passing the rain, which is our mascot for the last 8 years. Team Mark has taken part in it for 8 years, since 2013. We run in the memory of Mark Weaver. He fought valiantly, and we miss him dearly every day.
Hi, my name's Arabelle, and I've been running this race for 8 years. What is this race, you may ask? It's Head for the Cure, and I'm on Team Mark. The reason why we run this race is so we can help with defeating brain cancer.
Hi, my name is Tina Weaver-Shoup, and I do the relay for Head for the Cure for my husband Mark, who died in 2013 of a glioblastoma. It started out as an astrocytoma, but he is very missed by his family that loves him very much, and we continue to try to find cures and continue to support Head for the Cure because we want to find a cure. Thank you so much. God bless.
Comes back down to one word, and that's hope. Because if you don't have hope, people don't have hope, why would they bother to show up? Well, they come here because they know they're in some way, shape, or form making a difference. That we're looking for what's the future with brain tumors? What can we do to make life better for people with brain tumors? Like I said, to me, it all comes back down to hope. We may not know somebody who has a brain tumor, but I'm pretty sure we know somebody who knows somebody who is dealing with a brain tumor, family, friend, whatever. And since we care, this is what we do. When we care, you show up.
The 5-year relative survival rate for the most common form of primary malignant brain tumors, glioblastoma, is only 6.8%. With each registration and donation for this year's virtual 5K, you can make a difference in the fight against brain cancer.
Casey, and I'm the Associate Director here at the Central Missouri Humane Society. Here at the Humane Society, we've been in operation for over 75 years, and each year we help close to 3,500 animals find new and loving homes. Animals just like Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea is an old lady Chihuahua and she was rescued this week along with 30 other dogs from a hoarding situation in Boone County. All of these dogs are very under-socialized and have been living in extremely crowded conditions, and we're working on sending them all to loving foster homes before they are ready to be placed for adoption. Donations to our shelter not only go towards medical costs and care for the animals such as food and water, but they help animals like Sweet Pea find forever homes. Thank you so much for your donations and all you do for the Central Missouri Humane Society. The work that we do would not be possible without you.
who had glioblastoma for about 16 months was how long he lived after his diagnosis. He fought really hard and we really miss him a lot. That's why we walk every year.
And I'm blessed to be here. I really am. I was diagnosed with anaplastic astrocytoma in 2012. They took it out on July 25th, 2012. They were only about, Dr. Sami got about 95% of it. After that, I went through 39 maximum amount of chemo with the maximum strength in my brain. I'm sure everybody out there knows how that feels. And My hair did not grow back in that area, but I do a pretty good comb over, and so, and then after 6 weeks straight of the radiation and then the tumor every night, and then I was allowed 1 month off starting October the 1st, and I actually think I rang my bell for the radiation, my birthday, so happy birthday to me. Doctors told me that I am, the life expectancy is, 18 months to 24 months. I think that my oncologist telling me that we don't know. We really don't know. We don't know when God's gonna take us. Thinking back, one of the hardest things, there's so many hard things in this journey, but I think accepting that I couldn't go back to work. I think that was the hardest part. I'm doing well. I've had a few small strokes, seizures, a couple other surgeries, but all in all, I'm blessed to be here. And I think that I stayed happy through it all, just because I love life. I have to say thank you, just to my Leyland, daughter Brittany, mom, son Derek. But through this long haul, I had Valen, and the Lord, and I thank Him every day when I wake up. Our theme song is Travis Tritt. It's a great day to be alive, and so he plays that every time we go in to get my MRIs. If I had anything to say to everybody out there, I think I'd tell them just live life, love it, love the people around you, and don't stop living.
Despite the number of brain tumors and their devastating prognosis, there are only 5 FDA-approved drugs and 1 device to treat brain tumors. For many tumor types, surgery and radiation remain the standard of care. By donating today, you can help change this.
What a 5K. Thank you so much to all of our runners, our participants, our team captains, and our survivors for sharing their stories. It's always so impactful from hearing all of you and inspiring to hear those stories of tenacity and support. So thank you so much for your participation.
We have 200 participants, 19 teams, and have raised $15,000.
But the fun is not over yet. As I mentioned before, registrations will continue to remain open through tomorrow, Monday, October 26th, and donations will remain open. So continue to make those asks. We know it's a tough time, but people want to support this cause because it's important to each and every one of you. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Latofsky from the Ellis Fischel Cancer Center.
Hello, I'm Dr. Latofsky from University of Missouri. I'm the Chief of Neurosurgery and the Director of Neuro-Oncology, and it gives me a great pleasure to be part of this virtual Head for the Cure event. These are kind of unprecedented times, and so being able to participate in an event like this is very important for our patients and our brain tumor community. There's a lot of advantages for our patients being able to participate in Head for the Cure events. I think that it leads to more optimism. It gives our patients a better sense of community, so that they know they're not alone in dealing with their disease and as they're fighting their disease. For me, it reminds me that we are all part of a team. Our patients, our nurses, other physicians, and the rest of the community that participate in this. I've been interested in treating patients with brain tumors for a long time. And I suspect that a lot of my interest grew from my childhood. When I was 13, my grandfather died of a glioblastoma. And I remember the short course of the disease and the impact the disease had on him. And as I grew to become the neurosurgeon that I currently am, I think I wanted to have my patients do better than how he fared. And if we look at how patients are doing, I think we see that that's true. Head for the Cure gives some of the proceeds from this event to Ellis Fischel Cancer Center to help us with brain tumor research. A number of projects are currently underway that have benefited from these funds. We have a study that we're just in the process of writing up for publication, in which we show that patients who continue on temozolomide for their brain tumors beyond the standard care do better in terms of having longer progression-free survival. And for this reason, we keep many patients with glioblastoma on temozolomide as long as they can tolerate it. Another study is looking at the effects of nicotine on glioblastoma, because we do have patients that smoke, and we want to understand if that does impact their disease. And lastly, many patients in the hospital will have some difficulties with delirium. And so we're looking at how delirium affects outcome of patients with brain tumors. And we're using the philanthropy from Head for the Cure to help us in our research. I hope you all have a great race today, and we look forward to a more promising future.
Thank you so much to Dr. Lutovsky and his amazing team at Ellis Fischel for the tremendous support that you all provide each and every day to your patients and your caregivers. It's now my honor to be able to celebrate some of our teams with our top teams in fundraising and participation, and also our individuals in fundraising.
And now for our largest teams in participation. In third place with 14 participants is the Neurosciences Service Line Tuminators. In second place with 15 participants is Team Mark. And in first place with 29 participants is Senior Marketing Specialists. And now for our top teams in fundraising. In third place, raising nearly $925 is Senior Marketing Specialists. In second place, raising over $1,000 is Jeff Lamp Memorial Team. And in first place, raising over $2,285 is Team Mark. And now for individuals who have gone above and beyond in fundraising. In third place, raising nearly $480 is Alicia Hendricks. In second place, raising $625 is Amanda Prouty. And in first place, raising nearly $920 is Paige Lamp.
This is honestly my favorite part of the day, and this is where we get to celebrate all of our survivors. Normally, we would bring people up to the stage and recognize them through hugs and applause and through embraces, but since we can't do that live today, we are going to be sharing photos and reading off the names of our survivors as we have a moment to honor each and every one of them.
Mitch, Courtney, Brandy, Cynthia, Blake, Tom, and Amanda.
Thank you so much for inspiring us through your stories, your positivity, your energy, and we are so thrilled and honored to be able to be a small part of your journey. So thank you for allowing us to celebrate you. As I mentioned before, Head for the Cure exists to ignite hope. That hope began with just one person, Chris Anthony. Chris passed away from a glioblastoma in 2003, and his legacy is what inspired our founder, Matt Anthony, to begin the Head for the Cure Foundation. Throughout Chris's journey with a brain tumor, he continued to live by 3 simple words: keeping the faith. He ended every conversation, every handshake, every email with those words. And to him, that meant faith in a cure, faith in himself, faith in tomorrow, and faith spiritually. And new this year, we will be honoring some of our caregivers with the Stevie Patrick Legacy of Love Award. These caregivers are also nominated by loved ones because they have oftentimes given the best of themselves in honor of someone else.
Head for the Cure 5K events are not only successful fundraisers in the fight against brain cancer, but unique tributes for those currently fighting this terrible disease and remembering those who have lost their battles. Head for the Cure was started in honor of a man named Chris Anthony. Chris's motto was always keeping the faith. He lived it daily. He signed off every email with keeping the faith. And his faith enabled him to maintain his grace, dignity, courage, and strength throughout his illness. That's why every year we honor brain cancer patients and their loved ones with a special recognition we call Keeping the Faith. Please join us as we recognize all of our survivors as they keep the faith through their journeys with a brain tumor. Amanda Prouty, Blake Bromlett, Cynthia Koger, Brandy Womack, Tom Sadowski, Mitch Smith, and Courtney Remus. Thank you for your courage and for allowing us to honor you. New this year, the Legacy of Love nomination is easily defined by actions of integrity, encouragement, determination, and truly loving and serving others, especially those in need. The recipient of this must have a strong desire to encourage and help others. This deserving person must be a leader each day and also have the courage to smile in the midst of adversity. We now like to share their story. Gail Timon, nominated by Rebecca Rist. My dad was diagnosed with glioblastoma in March of 2017. It was a busy time for all of us. I was about to graduate medical school and start residency. My dad had started a new job several months prior, and we were all planning my upcoming wedding in June of that same year. To hear the diagnosis was devastating, as I was no stranger to GBM and the aggressive nature of the disease. My mom quickly became the ultimate note-taker and medical interpreter, nurse, and caregiver. My dad went from a healthy 63-year-old with no medications who exercised regularly to taking multiple drugs for chemo, nausea, seizures. It was a lot to keep track of, but my mom never slowed down, and my dad never missed a dose of anything. As his disease progressed, she continued to add more hats to her resume, becoming his personal chauffeur, physical therapist, medical assistant, and more. She continued to work full-time, and I'll never fully understand how she did it all. Full-time wife, caregiver, mom, and career woman. Every sacrifice she made was for my dad to have the highest quality of life possible. He was able to stay home, only 2 hospital stays immediately following the surgery, both just 2 nights each. Without her dedication, he might have had a lot more time in the hospital or even in a care facility for rehab or nursing care. It was his wish to be at home, and she made that wish come true. He ultimately passed away peacefully at home in March of 2019, with myself and my mom at his side. In August of 2019, on my dad's would-be 65th birthday, my mom organized a team of family and friends to participate in the Kansas City Head for the Cure 5K. He was a runner most of his life, and it was a wonderful way to honor his memory. While that event ultimately was rained out, we still had our tribe together to reminisce and support each other. Tina Weaver Shoup, nominated by Jamie McDonald. Tina is one of the strongest people I know. When her husband was diagnosed, she jumped in to being his caregiver. Mark fought hard. There were ups and downs. She led friends, coworkers, and family to walk with Mark that first year our team took part in the Head for the Cure 5K in mid-Missouri. Even when the darkest moment came and we lost Mark, she was a pillar for her family, church, and community. Everyone who saw her the next year after Mark passed was moved when she crossed the finish line, kissed her finishing medal, and whispered, "This is for you," while she looked up to the sky. Even though years have passed, her family spearheads the Mark Weaver Memorial Dice Run to raise money for Head for the Cure and others fighting brain disorders. Tina keeps Mark alive for those of us that knew him, and she allows his memory to move people that never knew him.
And finally, we know that we lose too many to this disease. And while our loved ones can't be with us physically, they continue to live on in our hearts, in our minds, and in our souls. We want to recognize these individuals today with our celebration of life. We know that this is new this year, and so some of you may not have been able to submit your own stories and memories to us, but there's still plenty of time to do so. But now, please join us as we recognize our celebration of life. Thank you so much to everyone who participated, who shared their stories, who tuned in today, who submitted their photos. You all have continued to help us bring the brain tumor community even closer together during this isolating time. So thank you so much for your continuous support. And remember, registrations won't close until tomorrow, Monday, October 26th. Donations continue to stay open for several weeks. There's still so much more time for us to make an impact, as we know that there's just more money needed in order to support that crucial clinical research and programming. And guess what, Mid-Missouri? We cannot wait to see you all next year in 2021 for our 12th annual Head for the Cure 5K. Thanks for your fantastic support, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.